Hello everybody, welcome back to a new video on Spongebob Tower Defense. And y'all probably familiar with everything happening right now, but Spongebob TD made the biggest mistake of their life, and it has cost them their entire community. And what basically happened is stuff most people know. But I got some personal stuff I want to talk about. I highly doubt anyone from Spongebob TD or who can manage Spongebob TD is watching this video. I bet I'm probably not even going to get a decent amount of views, but who knows. But we all know the great rework. There was 20k to 30k CCU before the rework, and everyone was waiting for this big rework, and everyone was fully excited for it. Now, I would show some Discord footage, but I'm going to get into that later. But they did a rework. People were checking it out, and I loved it. I mean, it got me 4k views on a video. Of course I'm gonna love it. But I loved it anyway. It was difficult. You could tell there could have been years worth of stuff left. I mean, Spongebob TD, what are you gonna do? Alright, look at this. 1 billion? How about we just look at this one? 4 billion every 0.1 with 142.2 range. Now, if we search up Puff, which I don't have it, banned. But if we go to the Bang Geeks, 1.32 million. I mean, what is this? But Bang Geek misses Puff. Let's go check that out real quick. I saw this in someone else's video. 478 million damage every 1.9 with 26 range. Now, Medicine, subscribe to him. But Medicine had a theory, which is a pretty good theory. They could be buffing this to try and give either a hint or something to the next Divine, being a Band Geeks Divine. Alright? That wasn't my idea, Medicines. But if that isn't the case here, then we have a mythic that can do 30 billion every 0.1 in the game. Yep. So, what are we doing? The rework was good, but then people didn't like it. I mean, I don't know why they didn't like it. I guess it just used to being spoiled. But they didn't have an admin abuse during the rework at all. They didn't. I don't know if that would have changed anything or not, but they didn't. So, what they did, a week after the rework, they reworked the rework. Alright? And what they basically did, they didn't add any new content. All they did was buff and nerf. They buffed all the units. Not by millions, not by billions, no. They probably buffed some units doing like maxed out stats could reach a million. You know? Stuff like that. And all the pets stayed the same. And the enemy health got nerfed. So the game was insanely easy again. But in some difficulties, it could be a little difficult. And then of course, if they kept adding harder events and maps, then eventually when it got difficult with the slow power creep that they wanted to do. So, a week after that, no new content again. What they did is they reverted everything back to the way it was. And that's why you were seeing billions. Your pets are doing all this. And also, they just went in and went back because as you can see, the PvP and pro mode are gone. But here's the catch. Everything is so cheap. Everything. 500 for this. And prismatics and the summons, they're easy to get. I mean, I have a 2-star Bob, not from Star Potions. And another thing, you can use Star Potions, and they added a shiny Wumbo prismatic potion. So there goes value of prismatics. The only divine that is now some sort of rare, but you can't trade it anyway, is divine. They are decently hard to get. It's only a shop that appears during admin stuff, but gems, look, 400 for prismatic pity. While I'm over here with 92,000 gems from one macro overnight. And then 134. Buddy, I could get a prismatic right now. Anyways, so, yeah, they kept all the currency stuff the same, but they took away our unit. Like, the low unit thing, there's prismatic. You know? There's another prismatic, by the way, I think. I don't know, it could be mythic, I don't know. But they added all of the stuff back. I just got a shiny Plankdon, by the way. GG. Yo. Anyways, so they added everything back. All right, there's no prismatic. So everything is so cheap. And guess what? They're doing admin abuse again. It is 3.0. So guess what that means? Super huge freaking boost. And guess what? Huge boost, huge gem amount. That wasn't big of an issue before the rework because there was no prismatic pity, and prismatics were not even in the summons before the rework. But exotics were still super hard to get, like 0.00 some, I think, not 0.5. So it was still hard to obtain, even with the boost, and luck only affected secrets and lower. So that was good. But now they kept everything the same. Now prismatics are flowing everywhere, including conches and ringmaster crabs, I'm sure, is going rapid fire. And we're not even going to talk about how they did that huge gift pack when you log in. You know, I mean, it's nice and all since you're trying to go back and you want everyone to have their stuff, but not everyone, like, they give 25 or something. What if someone had thousands? Like, they didn't think, you know? They didn't think. And another thing is Discord. I don't know what's gotten into them, but me, I got banned. I don't type, I don't trade. The only thing I do in the Spongebob TD Discord server is look in announcements. That's all I do. All I do is look at announcements, and I got IP banned. That's right, IP banned. Meaning, not only can I not do it on my main account, but any other alt account I use, or any account associated with my IP address. I can no longer join the Discord. No matter what, I am IP banned. Do I know why? No. Do I type? No. The only thing I remember typing is something about how this is stupid. Why did we do all this rework stuff just to go back? Which, that's not something to get banned about. That's not something to get punished for at all. That's me expressing my personal opinions. And everyone else was doing the same. And I highly doubt they banned the 100,000 people that were complaining with me. So, if anyone's watching this that can manage or ban people in the Spongebob TD Discord, which I highly doubt, please unban me, even though I'm making a video about what's happening. Alright? So, another thing, Potion Shop. It's here forever. It refreshes now. All these are cheap as hell. So, yeah. So that's basically that. But yeah. They basically added no content for 3 weeks for nothing. And then here's all the new stuff, but it only appears during the admin stuff. And just to think, when they added the unit power back, everyone expected to be like, oh, they're just doing this for CCU. Spongebob TD thought the reason their CCU went down was because of the rework. That's not true. The reason they didn't have any players was because, number one, they didn't do admin abuse. This game has probably 30 to 75,000 kids just sitting there waiting for admin abuse. Every single day. When's admin abuse? When admin abuse? Without it, for 3 weeks, yeah, you're going to lose players. Because that's all people want, is to be spoiled with admin abuse. So, without it, you're dead. Another thing. There was no content. You can't, number one, have no admin abuse and no content for 3 weeks and expect to still average 20,000 CCU. No, that's not how that works. Especially how easy the game is. It's not addicting while not having new content. So, if they just trusted within the rework for at least 2 weeks. Now, if they waited 2 weeks and had 2 huge updates after the rework with admin abuse, and it still did bad, then I would understand going back. But they literally a week later, after the rework, like I'm pretty sure they only posted 2 days later after the rework saying, oh, we're going to be buffing stuff. No, give the rework a chance. They didn't. They did not give the rework a chance. I wasn't exactly there during the rework, but I know they would still having a decent CCU. Anyways, so yeah, that's about all that's happening now. And yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna get into the Spongebob TD Discord. Now, I have zero clue what's happening, because it's not because of me. Number one, I don't type. Number two, the thing I did type once was not worth a ban. I know someone who's typed 10 times worse and argued in that server. They're fine. So, I'm going to try and somehow get unbanned. I don't know how, because I can't really create a ticket without being in the server. So, if anyone has any help for me, let me know down in the comments. Let me know if you have any other things you want to add on to this. Anything that you think I was wrong about, let me know down in the comments. But yeah, I just had to get a little yap session out. This game, like, it's the reason I am here where I am today. The new to pros carried me, my channel, and everything up to where it is now. And it's just sad seeing the game that brought these almost 2,000 subscribers and all these views that I'm getting just go to dust. The admin abuse and bringing the, I don't think the power bringing back, I don't know. I know there's people out there that definitely like the power for some reason, but yeah. But it is averaging, like, let me go check. Let's see. Alright, so here we are. Sunrow Tower Defense, 5.5k active. They used to immediately hit 20k, no matter what. 10k sometimes, maybe a school night, blah, blah, blah. But, yeah. Also, can we talk about how this is the second game that they have that they just kind of abandoned, by the way? Still, SpongeBob was the first. They updated this for quite some time and stuff, and it's a really addictive game. It's still almost 1,000 CCU. But, bro, this rework just wasn't it. Like 5.5k, and then here, let me prove I'm banned from the Discord. Look at this. Okay, here it is. GGS Box. Let me just continue in browser. Do not mind my name as Indy. It is a old account. Accept. Unable to accept invite because I am banned. Here's my main account. By the way, I do have a Discord server link in the description called Sanga's Community. We have welcome, yeah, and then we got announcements where I'm going to be announcing stuff for my channel. I haven't really posted anything in here because I have, absolutely nobody in here. But we got some rules, simple rules to follow. And then we got content. I have posted in here a little bit. As you can see, it probably didn't give me a single view. But yeah, but we got video ideas, which you guys can post your ideas, and most likely I will do them. Questions about the channel and what's featured. And by the way, the video's ended. Alright, I'm just kind of yapping. Self-promoting, you know. And then this is media. You can post anything. Like this guy is trying to interact FNTD wise. Love FNTD. People are responding, even though there's barely anyone in here. This guy's sending media, finding me in a game. Pretty cool. And then we literally got general, which is where anyone can talk. So, yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like and subscribe. And again, Spongebob TD. I think it actually might be time for a new TD game. This isn't working.